Well, that's a good start. Hi, and welcome again to Take It Out. Now, my Linx 10 tablet's getting on for 3 years old, and it's about time I replaced it, and after seeing the following video I thought I'd give this a try. It looks ideal. So let's have a look at this, the Linx 12V64. First things first then, let's have a close-up look and unbox the tablet itself. Now it does come with its keyboard. This is the V64 version, and it's a 64GB obviously. It's also available in 32GB. And if we have a look at the back of the specification, you can see it's got a 12.2-inch display, full HD. It's actually 1920 by 1200. It's got a quad-core Atom processor, 64-bit, 4GB of LPDDR3 RAM, and inbuilt graphics, 64GB of memory, as I said. It's also got one full-size USB 3, a micro USB, which is USB 2, a micro HDMI, the same as on the Linx 10, and a 5-pin cover connector, which is the same as the Linx 10 really. Bluetooth 4, Wi-Fi is a bit disappointing, only BGN, 10,000 mAh battery, 2 megapixel front and 5 rear, and integrated kickstand. And as I said, it comes with the keyboard, and it seems like an ideal package really, as an upgrade from my Linx 10. So let's get this open and see what's inside and what comes with it. First things we need to do, as always then, is just to get the cellophane off. I'll get my trusty craft knife. It's very well packaged and presented, I've got to say. Nice and bright and colourful. And a good display of the product on the front. We'll get rid of the cellophane. And we'll get this open. So we'll slide it out. And it comes in this very nice blue box. Again, very similar to the presentation of the Linx 10. Very sturdy and well put together packaging. And on the top, as ever, we have the tablet itself. It looks a little bit bigger than most tablets. As I said, it's 12.2. But it's also not quite the usual 16:9 aspect ratio. I think it's a 16:10. I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps you could enlighten me that in the comments. So inside them, we've got the usual instruction booklet, which as ever goes off to the drawer of obscurity. And at the bottom we have the keyboard. I'll turn it to the right way around, might help. And then we have a separate box, which probably will have the power adapter in there. Just move this out of the way. And get this open. Empty plastic bag, okay. Obviously the power adapter fell out of that. So here we have a USB on the go, USB to A type socket to USB micro. And then we have the PSU itself, which also is USB micro, which is nice because it's not a proprietary one like the Linx 10, which was a bit of a pain because you had to carry the power adapter everywhere. You couldn't just use it with a normal USB micro adapter. Got to say, it does look very nice. Feels very nice in the hand. Very sturdy. On the top you've got the power button, microphone jack and volume. Here you have the earphone jack, HDMI micro and USB micro, and micro SD card and USB 3 and a speaker. On the other side you have another speaker. On the bottom you have the port for connecting it to the keyboard. On the back you have the rear camera, of course, and the flip out stand. The back is all metal, all aluminium, which is nice. Feels really nice in the hand. Feels very high quality actually compared to the Linx 10. And the stand has two positions by the looks of it. I thought you could put it in the middle there, but you can't. It's two positions. It snaps into two positions. Standing it up. So that's the unit itself, the main tablet. Let's have a look at the keyboard that comes with it. And again, quite a nice feeling keyboard. It's quite leathery type of feeling. It's not leather, it's like a leatherette, I suppose, but the tablet just snaps straight on with magnets. No fiddling about there. Let's see if we can get it started. See if there's any power in it. Yes, it's starting up. Usually these days most products come with at least half a charge in the battery. If you ever get something that's fully discharged, I'd suggest taking it back, because fully discharged Li-ion batteries can fail early and indeed can have all sorts of problems. Taking a little while to start up. Right, oh, well, there we go. It's at the start screen. So let's start the configuring and have a look at how it goes. So the first thing we need to do then is set up Windows. Now it's already pre-empted me here. It's set to United Kingdom, so I don't have to change anything. Just hit next. The usual agreement to sign your life away. And then we sign in to the Wi-Fi. Just put my monkey123 Wi-Fi password in. Or was it password 123? It's one of the two. Maybe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice strong password as ever. There we go. And we just need to hit enter and it's connecting. Let's see how fast it connects to my internet here. My router's at the other side of the house. That's pretty good. So we're going to use express settings, I think. I can always reset it later and set it to my own particular preferences. So it's now restarting for some reason. That's a bit unusual. Okay, now we come to signing in. Now I can either sign in with my account, my Microsoft account. You just type in the box there, whatever your Microsoft account is. But for this time, we'll just skip this part and use a local account. Now you do have to put in a username. If you don't, it won't allow you to proceed any further, because you must have at least one account on the computer. As I said, I'll reset this later and set it up properly the way I want it. Now this has taken an extremely long time to set up. I'm very surprised about this. I thought it'd be a lot faster. Still waiting for it to finish setting up. I've actually speeded up the video at this point. Otherwise we'd be both sitting here twiddling our thumbs. Now it's checking for the updates at last. And we're at the desktop. Now it has an update waiting. Now this is a little odd, but we'll go ahead and update. You could of course skip it. And it's a Windows 10 update. Now that's very strange because it's supposed to be a Windows 10 PC anyway. So has it come with Windows 8.1? Or is this just an update to Windows 10? It did look like Windows 10 on the start screen there. This, I think, is going to take quite a long time again. Finally, we've hit the start screen once more. No, we haven't. It's only 72%. Ah, okay. Let's wait again then. At last, it's actually finished the update and we can restart the computer. So let's restart. The mouse click doesn't seem to be very accurate at the moment. Perhaps it's just because it's updating. Taking its time to restart now. It does seem to be quite slow, which is surprising considering it's a quad-core 64-bit processor. That said, it is only a 1.44. My Linx 10 actually seems, I think, or feels at least to be a little bit faster than this. It's restarting again at last. Not exactly sure. Ah, okay. Ah, right. So now it's finishing the install. I think I'll go and make myself a drink. Well, it's got so late, I've decided to give up until tomorrow. Well, we're here now. This is the next day, and finally it's all updated. We are on the home screen. We'll just go into, have a look at a few of the things here. And this, strangely, it's as if I'm right-clicking. It's actually highlighting parts of the screen. Here's the system info. As you can see, it does say it's 1.44 gigahertz, quad-core, 64-bit, 4 gigabytes of RAM, pen and touch support. So I'm not sure why it's acting so slow. Let's just open up Word and have a look. Again, you can see it's almost as if I'm right-clicking on the screen. It's highlighting parts of the screen as I'm moving the mouse about. And it hasn't actually clicked on the page, so let's try pressing a bit harder. At last, yes, okay, it's actually typing now. The keyboard is okay, it's not brilliant. It's a bit squishy, and a bit bendy actually, but you have it in 2 angles here. I'll look at that a bit later. Again, when I'm pressing this keypad, oh good grief, I'm not sure exactly what's happening here at all now. It's doing all sorts of things. There's something definitely not right here. It's almost as if there's a lot of lag on it as well. It's not actually reacting to every tap, and it's doing lots of things that it shouldn't be doing. Let's try just putting it flat a moment. As I said, you can have it on 2 levels. You can have it up or down. So perhaps it's because it's flexing or something. No, look, it's doing it still. Let's go into normal mode, or tablet mode I should say. That didn't work either. Oh. Now it's opening up programs. There's something very amiss here. Definitely got a ghost in the machine, I think. Let's try that again. Tablet mode. Let's see if it's any better. The touch screen seems quite sensitive. I hardly even touched the screen then, and it worked. Maybe not as sensitive as I first thought. It does seem as if there's a delay, like a half a second delay when I touch it, and then it actually reacts. What happened there? Let's try the card game. Again, taking quite a long time to load things. Let's try the middle one. Okay, close that. Let's see if I can just move a few things around and see how it reacts to that. And that's pretty good. Not quite as much lag that time. So what can I think? What should I do next? The screen itself is... Oh, I've still got the screensaver on. That's what the problem is. I haven't taken it off, so the screen feels a bit tacky, I was going to say. Again, opening up Microsoft Edge takes quite a while. Right, let's go to YouTube and have a look at a YouTube video. Ah. Now what's he doing? This is getting a bit infuriating, actually. It's opening things when I don't want them to open. It's moving things about, and then it's not actually closing things. That took ages to close. The lag there was terrible. So let's try this again. Still can't get it to react. You have to tap it several times. And again, now it's opened the settings as well. Where did that go? Closed it. This is getting silly now. Okay, let's try and get into YouTube. Okay. Let's try this slowly. So let's go to my YouTube channel, the one you're watching at the moment, and have a look at a video there. And this keyboard is terrible. It's awful. It's probably the worst keyboard I've ever used. I'm not sure if there's a bug in the system or something, or the keyboard is faulty, or the whole system is faulty. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but there's something terribly wrong with this. Let's have a look at the video. As you can see, every time I tap it, it takes several taps to actually react. Let's turn the volume up. That's another oddity. The volume seems to be the wrong way around. You'd expect the right hand press to be the up and the left down, but it's the opposite way around. Sounds very tinny, but there again, it's a tablet with tablet speakers, so I wasn't expecting much. It's usable. So let's just stop that and come back out. And it's still doing its own thing. And the lag is still there. As you can see, I've pressed that close button several times and it's doing nothing. You can see just how long it took to close that window there. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. It's definitely something badly wrong. I don't think I'm going to be keeping this. I think it's something that really needs to be sorted out. I'm going to repackage it up and send it back. And I'm going back to my trusty old Linx 10. I've got to say, it works perfectly. For now, thank you for watching.